In a time long ago, the earth was filled with people, but not all was well. As generations passed since the creation of Adam and Eve, humanity began to stray from the path of righteousness. People's hearts were filled with evil, violence spread across the land, and wickedness reigned. God, the creator of all things, looked upon the earth and saw that human beings had corrupted themselves. Every thought in their minds was evil all the time. The earth, once pure and beautiful, had become a place of cruelty and injustice. God's heart was deeply grieved. He had lovingly made man in his image, and now the creation he so cherished had turned against his will. With sorrow, God made a decision. He would cleanse the earth with a great flood to wash away the wickedness. But among the corrupt world, there was one man who found favor in God's eyes. His name was Noah. Noah was a righteous man, blameless among the people of his time. He walked faithfully with God. Unlike others around him, Noah listened to the voice of the Lord, obeying his commandments and living a life of integrity. Because of this, God chose Noah to carry out an extraordinary mission, one that would preserve life and give the world a new beginning. One day, God spoke to Noah. He said, "I am going to put an end to all people, for the earth is filled with violence because of them. I am going to destroy both them and the earth. But you, Noah, are different. I want you to build an ark." This ark was not a small boat. It was to be a massive structure, 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high. God gave Noah precise instructions. Make it out of gopher wood, coat it with pitch inside and out, and build 3 decks within it. The ark would be large enough to carry Noah's family, and 2 of every kind of animal on earth, male and female, so they could be saved from the flood and repopulate the world after the waters subsided. God also told Noah to store enough food for his family and all the animals. Noah did everything just as God commanded. Though he was mocked and ridiculed by others, who laughed at the idea of a flood and a giant ark, Noah remained steadfast. For many years, Noah and his sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, worked diligently to build the ark. It was a task of immense faith, for there had never been such a flood, and the people of the world did not believe Noah's warnings. Still, Noah trusted God. He preached righteousness, hoping others would repent, but no one listened. When the ark was finally completed, God told Noah that the time had come. He instructed Noah to bring into the ark 7 pairs of every clean animal and 1 pair of every unclean animal, male and female, along with every kind of bird. Noah obeyed, gathering the creatures and leading them onto the ark, 2 by 2. Then Noah, his wife, his sons, and their wives all entered the ark. 7 days later, the skies began to change. Dark clouds gathered, thunder rolled, and then the heavens opened. Rain began to fall, steadily at first, then with great force. The fountains of the deep burst forth, and water surged from the earth. The rain poured for 40 days and 40 nights, covering everything. Rivers overflowed, valleys turned to lakes, and soon, even the tallest mountains disappeared beneath the waves. The ark floated on the surface of the deep, lifted high above the chaos. Inside, Noah and his family waited in faith. Outside, the waters claimed everything. Every living thing on land perished. The flood had covered the whole earth. But God remembered Noah. After 150 days, he caused a wind to blow over the earth, and the waters began to recede. The fountains of the deep were closed, and the rain from the sky stopped. Slowly, the flood waters retreated. Eventually, the ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. Still, Noah waited patiently. After several months, he opened a window and sent out a raven. The raven flew back and forth until the waters had dried up. Then Noah sent out a dove, but the dove found no place to land and returned to the ark. After 7 days, he sent the dove again. This time, it returned with a freshly plucked olive leaf. Hope had come. The earth was recovering. After another 7 days, Noah sent the dove out once more. It did not return. The land was ready. Then God spoke to Noah again. "Come out of the ark, you and your wife and your sons and their wives. Bring out every kind of living creature so they may multiply and fill the earth." Noah obeyed. As they stepped onto the dry ground, the air was fresh, and the sun shone down upon a cleansed world. The first thing Noah did was build an altar to the Lord. He offered burnt sacrifices of clean animals and birds in worship and thanksgiving. The aroma rose to heaven, and God was pleased. He promised never to curse the ground again because of human beings, even though their hearts were inclined toward evil from childhood. He would never again destroy all life with a flood. Then God blessed Noah and his sons. "Be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth," he said. He placed the fear of man into the animals and gave Noah permission to eat meat, with reverence for life. God also made a covenant with Noah, with all his descendants, and with every living creature. As a sign of his promise, God set a rainbow in the sky. "Whenever the rainbow appears in the clouds," God said, "I will see it and remember the everlasting covenant between me and all living creatures." The rainbow became a symbol of hope, a reminder of God's mercy and faithfulness. Noah and his family began life anew. They repopulated the earth, and through his sons came the nations of the world. Though people would again struggle with sin, the story of Noah's Ark remained a testament to obedience, faith, and the unbreakable promises of God. Even today, when we see a rainbow arching across the sky after a storm, we are reminded of that ancient agreement, God's enduring promise to humanity. The story of Noah's Ark teaches us to trust in God's plan, even when the world around us does not understand. It reminds us that righteousness, even in the face of evil, is not forgotten. And most of all, it assures us that God is patient, merciful, and faithful to those who walk with him. From the dark days of judgment to the bright promise of a rainbow, the story of Noah is one of hope and new beginnings. And in every drop of rain, every rising sun, every bird that soars, we see echoes of that promise, a world made new through the power of faith and the love of God.
Please like, share, and subscribe for more videos.